As all of this plays out in the Middle East, you've got agents here at home today, the Department of Homeland Security, saying that ICE has arrested 11 Iranians who were illegally in the United States. I want to bring in Tom Winter, who's joining us now. Talk us through these 11 arrests of Iranians that have occurred since those strikes Saturday night. What do we know about them? What was the risk?
Sure, Hallie. So for some of these individuals, there's no association with them with, for instance, the IRGC or Hezbollah. Some of these just appear to be in the country illegally, but there are some that have definitely gotten law enforcement's attention. There are two specific examples out of the 11 that I want to cite. Rivar Karimi, who was found in Locust, Alabama. Apparently, this individual was at one point a sniper for the IRGC. That's Iran's army, and that he was carrying an IRGC membership card on him at the time he was taken into custody by ICE. Exactly what he was doing here and what he was up to is a bit of a question, but that's certainly one of the examples. Miran Saheli is another individual. He's been arrested twice, in charge and indicted and plead guilty in both times in Minnesota in federal court there in cases brought by the FBI, including being a felon in possession of a weapon. He's apparently a former member of the IRGC and an admitted associate, according to ICE, of Hezbollah, which, of course, is one of the proxy terrorist groups that the U.S. government says is under the control of Iran. So those two arrests in particular raise some questions about these individuals and who has been here. It's part of a series of reporting that we have done over the last 2 years or so, myself and my colleagues, Julia Ainsley, on individuals that have come across the southern border and then upon further investigation have found out to have some troubling ties to potentially to terrorist groups. I think that's a big reason why you're seeing the reporting from our colleague Ken Delaney here, that they're adding some resources or putting some people back on to counterterrorism cases at the FBI.
Tom Winter, thank you very much for that.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.